Hi, it's me, long time no speak. I'm sorry that it's been so long since my last video. I think it's actually been a year and a half now, actually. I'll try and explain everything with the channel and with the production of Abstract Reality and all that, and if you have any other questions by the end of the video, feel free to leave them down in the comments. Sorry if it's really obvious that I'm reading off a script, I'm not very used to this. I'll also stick a timestamp on screen if you want to skip to the Abstract Reality stuff and skip all the channel stuff. So, if you know me on Discord or if you've seen the work I've done for other shows over the last year or so, you'll know that I've never really been gone or anything, but I have been super neglectful of the channel specifically, which, even though it's mostly because of the reasons I'll get to in a second, it's sort of just because I kept forgetting about it. Keeping the channel updated just sort of stopped being a priority for me at some point, so yeah, that's entirely on me. But the main reason comes down to the fact that I just don't have much content to offer at the moment, and I haven't for some time. Any of you that have stuck with the channel for a while know that the content I used to make actually came out quite regularly, and so the channel was always quite active back then, but I'm not really interested in making that kind of content anymore, aside from abstract reality related stuff, which I can't pump out regularly since I'm not the only one needed for it. This leaves me kinda stuck when it comes to content, since there's not much that I feel I could provide consistently, especially since at the end of the day this channel is mostly for OSC related content, and I don't think I would want to branch out into anything too far from that. This is why the channel has been lacking in content over the last year and a half, and even quite a bit before that. There's just not all that much content that I feel like I could provide right now. But the channel isn't abandoned in any way. I'll still be happy to upload content if I can find something worth putting out there. That's part of the reason why I'm putting so much of my focus on abstract reality right now, since it's something that I enjoy working on, and also something that I hope other people can enjoy. But if you have any suggestions for content that you'd like to see from the channel, please do leave that in the comments, so long as it's within reason with what I'm actually capable of doing, so no art-related stuff, that's not really my forte. And speaking of artists, please go and check out Abstract Reality's co-creator Riley. I'll link their Instagram in the description. They're the one who made this really cool thumbnail, and the art over on their Instagram is also really good, so I highly recommend checking them out. When it comes to content that's a little more in my field, a lot of what I've been doing in the community is voice acting, and I made a playlist of all the shows I've lent my voice to over my time in the OSC so far. So if you're interested in content I've been involved with, there's quite a few shows in there, so maybe check them out if you have the time. I'm putting all this out there so people don't think I'm gone just because I'm not uploading. I'll definitely try to be more active with community posts and stuff, and maybe I'll find some different types of videos to post in the future, but I just thought I should explain where the channel's at right now. Okay, channel stuff's out of the way, here's the abstract reality stuff. Some of you might have noticed that Abstract Reality 1A is now over 2 years old, and it really shows because it's painfully obvious that it was my first attempt at writing a proper script. The huge time gap since then mostly comes down to 3 big factors, with the biggest one just being procrastination. It's not because of any serious loss of interest in the show itself or the characters or anything, mostly just a lack of being able to sit down and work, you know? There was never any talk of cancellation or anything, it was just stuck in the back of our heads for a while, I think, so not much progress was happening. Another factor was just life stuff getting in the way. This definitely doesn't account for the entirety of the last 2 years, but some stuff just took focus away from the project, and I think even once those things went away, the show just wasn't that high on the priority list for a while. And the third factor has to do with the script for the next episode. I wound up rewriting the script a ton, which I think at first it was because I kept coming up with new ideas that I wanted to experiment with, but at a point it just became a case of me putting these pretty ridiculous expectations onto myself. I've always been super embarrassed of the script for 1A, and so I just became fixated on having this new episode prove that I can write competently. And so I felt like I had to make the script as perfect as I could, which really didn't do me or the script any favors. I wasn't enjoying myself, and I wasn't even making significant progress since I kept nitpicking over stuff in the script that really wasn't important. I mean, at the end of the day, I wrote 1A when I was 14 and had never written a script before, so it went without saying that anything I wrote now would still be better than that. But thankfully, I eventually recognized that and finished the script. It is done, no more rewrites, I swear. Even if it's not perfect, I can confidently say it was fun to write and I'm at least somewhat proud of how it came out, and I'm actually kind of excited for people to see it. It helps that it's not just my writing style that's evolved since then, but also Riley's art style has evolved quite a lot since 1A, and I think those two things combined are going to make this a much better episode. Voice acting is currently underway, and we're slowly but steadily making progress again. Riley and I still really love this show and these characters, and they aren't going anywhere. We promise that we'll keep you posted on how it's going, might be through my community tab though, so look out for that. And that's basically it. Again, thank you Riley for the amazing thumbnail, please go and check out their Instagram, their art's amazing, and I'll see you guys when I see you. Bye!